Ready, I'm back here. This time I'm using Nativity versus a Disciples with deck with a gray defense. Last time we checked out the Disciples matchup versus a Herod defense. I want to try and see if we can do another Disciples match because, it's very swingy and that one game was a small sample size. So I just want to get some more experience going. So this is Red Wings list from week 6 of the Lackey Grand Prix. Looks like a pretty stock Disciples build. It'll be interesting to see if we can kind of dance around Mary's unity there with Matthias. And this time they're using gray as the defense, not the Herods. Overall, pretty similar list to what we were playing against last time. Alrighty, let's load that deck in. Alright, this is the opening hand we have from the Disciples. So you got John and Peter, Lord of Christ, Spirit as Dove, Mary, Humble Lost Soul, Matthew, the Falling Away, and the Angel of the Lord. Pretty strong hand. All right, I'm going to roll a die here. I'm going to roll once for Disciples. They rolled a 1. Nativity will roll a 5. So Nativity will get to choose who goes first here. It's obviously a very strong turn 1 hand from the Disciples. No defense whatsoever, but a lot of offense. So rolling that die roll, losing the die roll, that's a big deal, I would say, for Disciples right now. All right, Nativity. Let's get them going with some cards. Messianic Messenger, Simeon, Magnificat, Outsiders, Mary, Res Reveal, and Golgotha. Draw 1 from Hopper, 20 shekels. Okay, Hopper goes down. Oops, Magnificat's not supposed to be in them. Did I forget to take out my reserve again? Let me go do that. I always forget to take out my reserve. Good thing I'm building the muscle memory now for a tournament. Right, luckily, I think there's only one card in the reserve in the main deck. Shuffle the rest back up and continue on. All right. So as a Nativity player, I'm figuring out if I want to go first or not. We have Resurrection Revealer, which can go grab the Resurrection, which can go band to John, to Simeon. Simeon can band to Gabriel. Gabriel can get an enhancement from the deck or take evil card out of the opponent's deck. Or before we attack, we can do 20 shekels, play down evil character, and then band in Mary to exile that evil character. Golgotha can play something down. Or Simeon can band to Messianic Messenger, which can grab a Nativity card from deck, which could be the Star of Bethlehem, and we could draw 1, 2, 3 cards off of that. Get Dominant from the top of the deck. So yeah, it feels like I'm going first here. All right, so do I have any star build? No stars. What about for the Disciples player? They have top deck a good Dominant from deck. They have the option to. I don't know if they're going to. Let's see, they have Authority of Christ, they have Peter, Matthew. I think we would want to play a meek disciple here so we can use our spirit as a dove. So I'll definitely do Peter, meek disciple. Either be a Bartholomew, Andrew, Matthias. I don't know. Let's just grab Andrew and play him out as meek. And then we got to figure out if we're going to use Authority of Christ to set aside any of our heroes. Probably don't want to set aside Matthew because of how many cards he can draw in turn 1. It's probably John here. Oh wait, or we could do Mary. Yeah, let's do Mary. Because Mary's not good at attacking turn 1 usually. Okay, so Mary's there. And then we can top deck a good Dominant from deck. See, our deck doesn't have any protection. So if opponent has a way to discard top card of the deck, it'd be bad. Alright, let's go to deck. Let's just put the Crouch Choice on top of deck. Are we playing Crouch Choice? No Crouch Choice, huh? Well. Maybe you just stuff a Resurrection on there. I don't know about that, because then when it discards the top card of your deck, you're pretty scared. Alright, it's Nativity's turn. Oh wait, sorry, Lost Souls. I got the Hopper, which is going to hop to the opponent. I'll treat this as a Hopper token. And then Grumbled, I can underdeck a card from hand to draw a card. Let's see. I want to keep all these heroes here, I think. Outsiders could be pretty bad, especially because I'm going to have board advantage probably the whole game. So let's just do Outsiders. If we need them, we can get them back later, I think. Okay, drew the New Covenant. That's going to make things interesting. Okay. Let's start off with the Golgotha. Put that there on the Grumbled. And maybe if I knew I was going to do 20 shekels this turn, I could have played this to check what kind of deck they had. And based upon what their offense was, I could have gotten an evil character. But Golgotha will just get Herod's Guard, which is a gospel evil character. Now I need to decide as the Nativity player, do I want to do 20 shekels or New Covenant here? New Covenant, I could go grab. Basically, I could make it so I didn't have to attack with my Res Revealer. on turn 1 by grabbing a card that gets the resurrection out of my deck. And then I could attack with like Messianic Messenger, grab Zechariah, play the resurrection, band in Simeon. I don't know if I need to ban Simeon, but and Simeon, Zechariah, and John. And then Simeon could ban to Gabriel, which takes evil card out from their deck. Or Simeon could ban to the Resurrection Revealer, which could take a good Gospel Dominant from deck. So that seems better, but the fact that I could play, like, if I'm banking that they only have like one evil character in their hand, being able to take it out with 20 shekels is really appealing. So this is like a really tough decision that I don't know what I would choose in a tournament setting. So I think I'm just going to randomly decide. I'm going to roll a dice. If it's odds, I'll go New Covenant direction. Right, so I'm going to do the New Covenant, 20 shekels. We'll just put that under there. New Covenant is going to get activated. I'm going to search my deck for a good enhancement, good gospel enhancement, I should say. And I think it's going to be the Annunciation. And then I want to play out a character that I don't care if they falling away it right now. I don't know that in theory, I don't know that they have falling away, but I do know people play like Murder's Command and Christian Martyr. So I want to play a character that I don't care. I don't care if that. So I don't think Mary's critical to my game plan. So I'll put Mary, play the Annunciation on Mary, take a good Gospel Dominant from deck. Let's get the Resurrection going. Put that in hand, put that in discard pile, shuffle my deck, go to combat. Opponent, do you want to play any dominance? I don't think opponent would love to falling away that. So I'm going to go to my combat step. I'm going to attack with, let's see, opponent has 7 cards in hand. How many do I have? 1, 2, 3. Let's see, do I want to play anything down before? No. I think I'll just attack with Messianic Messenger. Since I have less cards in hand than the Disciples, I get to grab a Nativity card from my deck. I could do Zechariah to maximize the number of cards I can draw this turn. I don't think that's a bad idea. I could also see the argument for Joseph. Joseph could grab Star of Bethlehem. Yeah, that's tough. What do I do? Do I grab Zechariah or do I grab Joseph here? Maybe I just need to draw more cards. When in doubt, drawing cards is not a bad option. So I'll just go Zechariah, but I could see the argument for other different heroes here. And then before blocks, I'm going to play the Resurrection. Take a good Gospel Fortress. Let's grab Bethlehem Stable and John. Boom. So if I'm the Nativity player, I'm kind of worried about Goliath right now. I don't have any outs to it, Goliath. So is there anything I would do to try and play around a Goliath? I'm not sure. If I was worried more about Goliath, maybe I should have done the 20 shekels play. Because I still would have had a fine turn 1, but this is the higher upside, I guess. So it's like really impossible to say. Okay, anyways, so I got John, I got Stable. Now I get to band. Let's do band to Zechariah, John, and Simeon. So Zechariah's going to trigger. I have 3 cards in my hand, so I get to draw 2. Prevent the next. Virgin Birth, Good Seed. And then Simeon. Let's do Simeon next. Simeon can band to a Prophet. Let's band to his Res Revealer. And now I'm unsure who triggers next. Does Revealer trigger next or does John do next? I don't know. Because if Resurrection Revealer happens, then I can go get the Dominant for John because I don't have it right now. But it's not going to matter this turn. Let's just do John next. Draw 2 cards. And Res Revealer can take a good Gospel Dominant from my deck. Let's go grab Crouch Choice. When in doubt, choice it out. Okay. Now, if I was expecting Goliath, maybe what I could have done instead was gotten Joseph instead of Zechariah. And then when I banned Joseph in, I used Joseph to grab the flight into Egypt. And then Resurrection Revealer could grab the, oh, you know what I do? Yeah, Resurrection Revealer could grab Star of Bethlehem, and then I could play it, give my guys protection, so Goliath couldn't kick me out. So that's probably would have been the safer attack, and ultimately I think I would have drawn more cards than just the draw 2 from Zechariah, but this way I can still save my Star Bethlehem for another turn. Okay, and do I want to play anything else? I don't think I want to Star Bethlehem because I can Child's Choice to go get Star Bethlehem. But that'll be my attack. Opponent, do you have any blocks? Opponent does not have any blocks. They will surrender Hopper. Right, my turn is over. Now, something to be wary of in these Resurrection Mirror matches is the fact that you can just ban 2 opponents' heroes. So like the fact that I just put out my Mary is significant. If opponent plays a resurrection, in theory, they can ban to like all my stuff, and that could be really bad for me. So there's in Nativity, there's this tension, like, do I want to try and get my hand size down? Or do I want to keep things in my hand? So yeah, like putting that Mary down is a liability for me. Down here, it's Temple here. I've already used my territory class card. I think I'll pass the turn to the opponent. Disciples will draw 3. There's that resurrection we were talking about. Although the only neutral thing right now is New Covenant Golgotha, so Mary shouldn't be able to do that much damage, but the fact that the disciple player can convert Mary to Meek is significant because I don't have a good way to bounce Mary unless I use Lost Child Found here. All right, anyways, disciples player just drew 3. I don't think they want to play anything on their draw step or upkeep. We'll check down Mary, figure out what we're going to do here. So opponent has hand protection from Bethlehem Stable. They have Resurrection Revealer negating neutrals. But aside from that, oh yeah, and they got Herod's Temple protecting their gospel. Okay. So I could go Spirit as a Dove, go get 3 Woes. I could Woes their stable, attack with Matthew, try to draw cards. If I'm trying to play around Matthew as the Nativity player, and during my discard phase, or sorry, during my discard step, I could have maybe discarded Good Seed, Virgin Birth, and played down Gabriel here, but I didn't. Because having Good Seed is like really good, and I didn't want them banding to Gabriel off of anything. So that's why I kept those in my hand, but I could see an argument for like discarding these end of turn, laying down Gabriel, laying down Herod's card. I could have seen an argument. So if they tried to Matthew me, they would have drawn 0 cards. But I think as a Nativity player, I didn't get a chance to take a look at what they were doing. So I don't have any of that information. I didn't know I was fighting a Matthew deck. Maybe I saw Authority of Christ, Mary, and Peter. So yeah, I would assume I was playing Matthew. But maybe I guess I'm just hoping that they can't get rid of my stable on turn 1. Yeah, I don't know. But anyways, let's just keep playing because I think Disciples does want to go to the 3 Woes route, negate the hand protection, attack, and try to rescue and draw cards. So let's go Spirit as a Dove. Let's go grab the 3 Woes. Okay, so significantly, if I tried to play Resurrection Band to their Mary, I think I couldn't do that because I can only control 1 Mary. And so this Mary is under my control. So if I wanted to ban a Mary, I'd have to ban to this one, but I don't know if you can ban out of set aside area. So that's maybe another reason why I felt safer to play that Mary in theory, but I wasn't even thinking that at the time. Okay, so yeah, let's play that 3 Woes. That's going to be in Evil Woes. I know this feels bad though, but because playing Evil Woes is just going to get like negated and reserved by Mary next turn. So, this doesn't feel good to try and go all in on a Matthew draw. Like what are the better play options to me than, investing 3 Woes in temporarily? It would have been one thing if I was able to ban to their Mary and convert her and, to keep this around. Because I have the Resurrection. Do I have any other empty tomb heroes in this version? I don't think I do. Oh yeah, I have Nicodemus, but I want to play him. And this version is not playing Bethlehem Stable. So Resurrection can get Herod's Temple out. Saul of Tarsus is good for block next turn. It's not good against 3 Woes, however. All right, let's turn our Book of the Covenant face down. We'll do that next turn. I guess I'm going in with Matthew. If opponent had done the play where they discard the Good Seed in the Virgin Birth, I don't think I would have invested that much into Matthew, but 6 cards in hand, 2 of them are dominance. Yeah, but in retrospect, I feel like it's going to be worth it to invest in Matthew, but there's no way of knowing this. So I'm just going to keep going with the Matthew play, negating stable. Do I attack with Peter here? Attack with Peter, like do anything? Actually, attack with Peter. Do I attack with Matthew, then play Resurrection, or do I go Peter, Bandom, Matt, hold the Resurrection? Yeah, maybe I hold the Resurrection. Yeah, I'll hold the Resurrection. I want to, anyways. Let's go Peter, convert to Meek, play Good Fortress from my deck. Herod's Temple, ban to Matthew. Matthew will and reveal a dominant or draw or convert to Meek here. What do I want? I'll just reveal a dominant. Reveal this. Reveal opponent's hand. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So yeah, having that Good Seed in hand against a Matthew deck, pretty good for Matthew. That is. All right. Let's see. What am I gonna do here as the Herod player? Do I just give him the soul, or do I try to block with Herod's guard? Go to Herod Agrippa, start tossing stuff. I know they revealed the resurrection, and I know that Disciples deck plays right on. So if I activate Herod's Temple now, there's a chance I can flip my Herod Agrippa off the top of my deck. What's more likely, them having right on and playing something before I activate Temple? Yeah, it seems more likely. So I'm going to activate Herod's Temple now. Lost Child Found goes in my reserve. Herod's Guard will block, prevent the next good card. Battle. Let's go grab. Let's see, Outsiders. No, no Outsiders. Herod's Guard. Herod the Great's not really good. I guess. And Herod's Guard can't really go to Outsiders. It can only go to Herod, anyways. So let's see. Herod Agrippa is going to negate the. What am I going to negate? I'll negate. Don't think it matters. Let's see if maybe I should negate one of my own cards. So if they're trying to ban to it, that won't do anything. So I'll negate my Resurrection. Maybe I negate my Res Revealer. So if they try to ban to it with Simeon, it won't do anything. Or do I negate my John? No, I think I'm negating Res Revealer here. Okay. All right, opponents, it's your initiative. It's the Herod Agrippa. While more than one hero is in battle, protect this hero. Protect this card from heroes and opponent's dominance. So by attacking with multiple heroes, I just gave my opponent a block with Herod Agrippa. But if I attack with Matthew, just by himself, that might have been stronger in this scenario. Because if they try to go for Herod Archelaus to try and block, I can just do Resurrection to get around it. So in this scenario, banding in with Peter was not as good. Unless I expected the opponent has like a falling away or Christian martyr to take this guy out in combat, then banding in multiple heroes is better. So, but there's no way to know in retrospect, in foresight, I guess. Okay, let's see. Can I toss him down? He has 9 defense and attack. Plus 4 is 5. Can't Angel of the Lord him. I can try to Resurrection and draw a card. Abandon. Try to abandon this guy. This is getting tossed. This is getting tossed. Can't ban to him off the Resurrection because it's only humans, right? Yeah. Don't think I can ban to Mary. Oh yeah, I can ban to these guys, so I can ban to Mary. No, I can't. I can ban to Zechariah. Ban to Simeon, who can take Nativity. Can ban to Messenger, and Messenger would allow them to take good Nativity card from deck. I don't know if they have. Yeah, I don't think if I use the Resurrection here, that's gonna help at all. If I was able to ban to Res Revealer, that would have been nice. I feel like because I could have got a Gospel Dominant, but I don't think there's anything that could help me against this Herod. And I already used my Three Woes to negate Stable to draw all those cards. I would have loved to use Three Woes to negate Temple, but okay, so I don't feel like there's anything Disciples can do unless they want to play Resurrection to draw a couple of cards. I don't feel like that's worth it. So, I don't know. This could have gone a lot differently if I had just attacked with Matthew. So let's put that guy back in his territory. Let's put this guy back. Now Matthew needs to get down to hand size. Angel of the Sun down. Maybe I put Johnny Boy down. Maybe I put the face down. Covenant. I don't want to put any evil cards down because Mary's just going to attack those. So I'm going to try to hold on to my Brood of Vipers. Saul. I could put Saul down and go Brood of Vipers exchange to him for value. But then that would leave Saul open to getting married. I don't think I want that. Do I want to play any dominance? I can Son of God, the Lost Soul, but it's not like a really good one. Son of God. Let's turn over the New Covenant, put it down. I gotta get rid of 2 more cards. Looks like I'm either gonna have to play Son of God or put down an evil card. Okay, well, I could put down Nicodemus and Saul, and then have 2 options to go Vipers towards. I don't hate that. Or I could also go Angel of the Lord. Oh, wait. Yeah, I could go Angel of the Lord, kill Herod Agrippa right now. Because do I have any other ways of beating Herod Agrippa right now? I could use Woes next turn to negate Herod's Temple. So Herod Agrippa would become less scary. I don't know what to do. Let's just put down the evil characters. Boom. Okay. Disciples is all done. It is Nativity turn. Okay, Nativity. They drew Distressed, Son of God, and Herod's Guard. Okay. And upkeep triggers. I don't have any upkeep triggers. Stables negated. 20 shekels I could use. I have the New Covenant I could use. The New Covenant, I could go grab Flight into Egypt from my main deck. attack, somehow get Star Bethlehem out of my deck and then play that. That's an option. But then that's weak to Foreign Wives. I want to be weak to that. I'm pretty strong against any enhancements because of Glory of the Lord. So I'm not too worried about Nicodemus here or Saul. Saul because I have Three Woes and Glory. So I'm worried about I'm worried about Foreign Wives here. So I gotta figure out how to play around Foreign Wives. And I guess maybe Emperor Otho. Okay, I feel like this is a pretty easy good seed turn, so I'm gonna play this as my territory class. Definitely want to be attacking with Mary this turn, but I don't have Joseph yet. The question is, do I want a Shekels? Or do I want a New Covenant? Okay, I have an idea. Let's do the New Covenant. Go grab Flight into Egypt. Then let's play Crouch Choice. Go as good. Go get Joseph from our deck in our hand. And then we just need to make sure we're below 8 cards here before we attack. I don't think opponent will be playing any dominance right now. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I guess let's just play down Gabriel. And then oh wait, maybe I play down Joseph because we don't want them banding to Gabriel. And I don't think I'm going to be attacking with Gabriel this turn. There's no need for that. Okay, so the plan is let's go Simeon, banded. Wait, no, let's keep Simeon. Let's go Messenger, banded to Joseph. Oh wait, yeah. Takes a good nativity card from deck because I have 7 cards. So Joseph is going to go grab Star Bethlehem, and Joseph can band to Mary. Mary's going to negate and reserve. Let's see. Yeah, 3 Woes. Let's get the 3 Woes. And Mary can also take a star card from her. So Mary's going to grab Magnificat. And the reason I'm doing this is because its star ability is discard evil reserve. So if they have a Foreign Wives, I can use this to snipe that because they don't have protection. Okay, before you block the opponent, I'm going to play Star Bethlehem. X is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If I wanted to get the 6th one, I would have played down Gabriel, but I think I'll be fine with 5. So the star abilities I love to activate: Star, Flight, Virgin Birth, Magnificat, 1, 2, 3. For my 5th one, the Annunciation to look at your hand. So I look at their hand and I see Son of God, Root of Vipers, Self-Destruction, Angel of the Lord, Resurrection. Okay. Magnificat, I get to look at the reserve, take something evil. There's a Foreign Wives. I'm just going to discard that, right? And then Virgin Birth, look at the top 6 cards of deck. Can take an evil card. Or sorry, just a card, I suppose. Sheol is good. Do I do Sheol? Or do I do one of these evil characters like Executioner? I don't know. Against their hand, Executioner is pretty strong. But I feel like I'm just going to draw all these cards right now, so it doesn't matter. So let's just grab Sheol. I don't know. And then Virgin Birth goes on the bottom. Flight into Egypt, protect good nativity cards from harm till end of turn. And then Star Bethlehem, I'll get to draw 5, which would have been 6 if I played my Gabriel. But I guess I was playing around something. So there's all those cards that I just saw. Very nice. What a bunch of lovely cards. All right. Star Bethlehem is donezo. All right, opponents, your block. Let's see. They can go Brood of Vipers to Saul to Unsuccessful or Scattered Sheep. I guess this deck isn't playing Unsuccessful in the reserve, huh? So I could go Saul to Scattered Sheep. Oh, wait, but they're protected, so that's not going to do anything. I could go Nicodemus, draw some cards. There's not a lot I can do here. What are my outs? Yeah, there's not a lot of outs in this deck towards protected stuff. There's Unsuccessful. I could try to draw into that. I guess that's my only out. So, do I want to throw Saul or Nicodemus? Let's throw Nicodemus in the firing line. Nicodemus will block, draw 2, then draw it. And is it his initiative? As a nativity player, I can go for the Glory of the Lord. Yeah, because like if he drew the Unsuccessful here, I don't want him playing that. And I saw he didn't have Unsuccessful in his reserve, and all gray decks play Unsuccessful, so I know he plays it in his deck. So I'll just do Glory of the Lord here. And opponent, you can Falling Away somebody. You can Falling Away Joseph. And if it did that, I would just have these little characters. But then I could use Good Seed. Oh, so here's the idea. I should have gone Brood of Vipers, play negate and underdeck the Good Seed, exchange to Nicodemus, draw 2. And if they go Glory of the Lord, I can Falling Away, hit Joseph. Now they're stuck. Yeah. So yeah, Glory of the Lord could be, playing Glory here could be a bad idea because I know they have the Falling Away. But it's because, yeah, I think I'm going to let opponent play cards here if I had enough time to think about it. I'm going to let Nicodemus have initiative. The only card that he could have really played to affect us was unsuccessful because these guys are protected. So I think it's fine to let opponent have initiative because giving opponent playing Glory of the Lord would have just backfired, I think, for me. So Nicodemus is going to die and the humble lost soul is surrendered. Nativity has 2 lost souls now. And negating neutrals still. Putting down shield. Putting down face down cross. Putting down 1, 2, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Putting down Gabriel. Need to do 3 more. Let's do Herod's card. Reese's daughter. Now I have 8 cards in hand. Passing the turn to the opponent. It will draw 3. Adria Shepherds. This is negated. No star abilities. Mary during upkeep will come back. Draw 3. That. Lost Souls. Distressed. Negated. Negated. Denarius negated. Is there any way I could play Falling Away to get rid of his Resurrection Feeler? Start doing things with Book of the Covenant, New Covenant. I feel like that's the best idea. Because, like, what else is this Falling Away going to do? It's going to maybe get me a Lost Soul if I attack with Simon, Falling Away something. But if I try to Falling Away one of his humans, he's just going to use Bethlehem Stable to reserve it instead. And Herod's Temple is protecting John from falling away anyways. So Falling Away, I feel like the best use of it is to underdeck that Res Revealer. The neutrals are back online. Discard this. Let's see here. As the Disciples player, what can I do? I can play Life Through Christ to get a single brigade human hero from discard pile or reserve or deck. So protected guy's good, but it's not going to be good against Herod's Executioner, that's for sure. All their guys are protected from choose the blocker except Herod Agrippa, which can just negate Simon if he were to attack. Choose the blocker there. Now I have a cool line where I can play Resurrection, ban to Matthias to bounce somebody. Could be good. Resurrection, I can also ban to Simeon, which can ban to Gabriel to negate a card. So if Herod Agrippa blocks and just does Herod's Temple again, this time I can do the Resurrection to negate him. Do I have a way to get to Lazarus? Do I play Lazarus in this deck? I think, no Lazarus, huh? That's unfortunate. No Lazarus. Because, yeah, attacking with Lazarus to negate Sheol would have been a big deal, I feel like. So now I have to power through Sheol. Is there any way to get rid of Sheol right now? I don't think so. So I could play Akeem, but he's going to get negated by Distressed. Lost Soul. But I could Son of God the Distressed. I feel like there's going to be a bunch of cards I need to get rid of, so I'm going to just Son of God Distressed. Put down the Akeem. Negate the neutrals. Of the Nativity player. No, something amazing, I guess. I gotta figure out what I want to do between Denarius, New Covenant, Book of the Covenant. Yeah, it's probably Book here. Let's do Book. Book of the Cove. Go to Reserve. Grab a Covenant. I could grab Send the Helper or You Will Remain. This is probably the best against what I'm weakest to, so let's do that. Then New Covenant. Do this. Grab maybe Good Seed here. Just have a billion ways to win the battle. Let's see, what am I missing in my hand? I'm missing, let's say I could either do Life Through Crisis turn or Good Seed. I don't know which is better. I don't know which is better. I don't know which is better. I don't know which is a better card to play. Could use I could use Life Through Christ, go to my deck, grab Bartholomew, give my stuff CBN, use the New Covenant to grab like a battle winner. Could grab I Am He, maybe. I feel like the only thing I'm weak to is Contagious Fear, or like a card that's gonna protect Lost Souls from rescue. But I don't know if I'll have initiative to play this card if I attack with somebody like him. Because like if they're playing Herod Antipas, they just go block with Herod's daughter, get Herod Antipas. Herod Antipas get Contagious Fear. Oh wait, I could just Angel of the Lord though, or I could play Resurrection to ban to John to toss the next. Ban to Gabriel negate Herod Antipas. Yeah, I don't know what I'm scared of here. Is Glory of the Lord still in my hand? Yeah, I think I didn't play it. Okay, I'm in paralysis analysis right now. Too many things to think of. Let's just go New Covenant grabbing eeny meeny miny. Play territory class, reveal the resurrection to go to deck, get this guy, and then attack with him, convert to meek. Good gospel enhancements are CBN. What's your block opponent? Okay, good gospel CBN. Yep, you will remain. And I have a shield. I have a shield trigger. So if they search, I can underdeck. So maybe, yeah. So here's the thing. If I'm the Disciples player, I can do all that searching, but just underdeck that, with the shield. And this deck's protected, so he can't get a lost soul out of it. So all that setup was just kind of pointless if I'm the Disciples player and I forgot about shield. And I had no way to get rid of shield right now. All right, so I'm just going to underdeck this and not block. Okay, rip. I wonder if the disciples could have attacked without searching that turn. I feel like they could have, but I totally forgot about that. If they're attacking like this and there's nothing at stake here, maybe I just. Oh, so here's an idea. Let's not end the battle quite yet, because I do have Lost Souls out, and if I play Resurrection, Bandit John, draw some cards, maybe I draw a Lost Soul, give them a Lost Soul token. So let's do that. Let's just play to my outs here. The Resurrection. Let's go Bandit John. Let's see. Get banned to Mary, which could negate and reserve Herod Agrippa. Or no, I can negate and reserve Shield. Yeah, let's do that. No, wait, let's ban to Joseph. Joseph will ban to Mary. Mary can take a star card from reserve. I don't know. I feel like I don't need offensive help. I need defense. Let's take that. Negate. Oh, wait. Mary only negates in reserve evil cards in territory and shields in set aside areas. So I gotta negate and reserve this guy. And then I will ban to. Who's the third? Maybe I ban Zechariah, who bans to. Sorry, Simeon, who bans to Gabriel, who bans to Zechariah. All right, pretty sloppy, but I'm learning. All right, so all these guys are in battle, banded to all these guys too. And then let's see, 11 cards in hand. If I was planning on doing this and I wanted to try draw more cards, I should have played more cards down. So Zechariah should have had hand advantage. Let me just do that. Play that down. Play that down, but not search. And I want to play this guy down because he negates my unit. I don't think there's anything I could do. Maybe I just don't take a card here with Mary. Maybe I put this back in the reserve. Okay, so Zechariah will draw 2. John will draw 2. There's the Old Testament Lost Soul I was looking for. The Lost Soul took in the Land of Bondage. Oh, but then I just have Son of God. So a Son of God, negate and rescue Lost Souls. So that would put this back. And then I'll Second Coming to get Son of God back. Okay. So all that work for nothing, huh? All right, I will not block the battle challenge. This goes away, this goes away, this goes back, this goes back. All these fellows go back. There's a lot to keep track of here. I'm keeping track of two different people's stuff too, so it's a lot. It's a lot. I definitely wish I could only focus on one, but this is the nature. It's helping me focus. It's helping me learn about what the opponent might be thinking too. I know I'm not going to be totally aware of this every game, but it kind of is training my brain to, think about it faster next time. All right, so 11 cards in hand. Let's put this down. This is break gospel. Oh wait, you know what? I already broke gospel unity by playing this down, so Mary couldn't have negated and reserved Herod Agrippa anyways. That back. All right, so if I've already done my unity, I think I can just discard this. Maybe discard Virgin Birth and pass the turn to Nativity. Currently his score is 3-1. Probably would have been different if I was playing the Disciples a little bit better, but I feel like their defense is not really holding up to me right now. 3 cards for turn. I drew Crowds, drew Humble, drew Herod, Magi, and Moses. So let's see. Let's do Moses. You don't have to play around foreign wives anymore. Shuffle any number of cards from hand to draw an equal number. Who do I not need right now? Basically, I'm wanting to try and trigger Flight into Egypt this turn, but I don't know if that's possible. Or I want to also try to activate the cross. So Akeem is annoying. Any ways to get rid of Akeem now? I have 3 Woes, which guy could do that? 3 Woes on good. Negate. Here's Temple. Negate Akeem during my upkeep. Activate the cross. Play Son of God before I do that. And that would take care of scattered effects. It's not going to help me against unsuccessful effects, though. If I activate the cross, I can't play my Glory of the Lord in battle. Basically, I just need to try and get through one more rescue, because I can go to 4 Lost Souls, and then Son of God's my 5th. So I gotta figure out as a Nativity player what's my best. I know that they just played a bunch of evil characters down. So maybe I could even go for the John rescue. Their hand's not protected. I could do 20 shekels, get John attack and try to paralyze and win. I have to get below 4 cards in hand, so I can play Glory, I can play Three Woes, Son of God. I could play all these. I could get down to 3 cards in hand. Oh, but Herod's Temple is protecting from harm. But if I'm using Three Woes to negate Herod's Temple, then all their guys would be paralyzed. And so the John line becomes bad, however, if they have multiple evil characters in their hand and they have unsuccessful as their battle winner. Because anything else, it feels like I'm pretty good against, especially if I have the cross active. Oh, and I have Glory of the Lord. So it has to be like, not only would it have to be an evil character, it would be one has to be like an evil priest, like priest is used. Yeah. But if I'm attacking with John, that means I can't attack with. So if they have a card like Emperor Oath, though, I feel like I can get enough cards out of my hand in order to play John. I think I'm going to go for the John line here. Okay, so let's see. Knowing that, I should probably keep all the cards I can play and shuffle away all the cards that I can't, just to try and maximize my chance of. So I'm going to shuffle Moses. And oh wait, maybe I could keep. No, John requires unity. So I'm going to shuffle these 4. Just try to get down to as least cards as possible before going for the victory. Withdraw, reprimand, dole, good seed, lost soul, virgin birth. Okay, I just drew 4 enhancements. That's not good. At least they're territory class, right? Lawless. Sure, I'll lawless myself. Top 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Put Lost Soul into play, and it says I may put Lost Souls into play, and the deck's owner may add a Reveal Evil card. So I'm not going to add the Reveal Evil card. Okay. Grumbled will trigger. I get to put something on the bottom. I guess I'll just put Virgin Birth on the bottom. Draw a card. Hey, it's Resurrection Veiler. During my upkeep, I'll play the Woes as evil, negate their Akeem, negate Herod's Temple, put down Herod, put down this, put down Magi. Oh yeah, sorry. Before I do that, I'll get my upkeep trigger from Stable, go to my reserve, get John. Now I'll play down everybody. Boom, 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 boom. Son of God, something. I'll Son of God the Distressed. And then put Res Revealer, put down Good Seed. Let us go the cross. Oh wait, no, should we play Glory first? Or wait, maybe we do activate the cross. Or do I play Glory of the Lord? Kinda scared. I feel like Glory of the Lord. I don't know, man. I'll just play Glory of the Lord. Why not? And then we'll activate the cross. And then we'll activate 20 shekels. Look at their hand. Their hand's not protected, so we're gonna play this guy down. And I have 2 cards in hand. So if I go with Simeon to Messenger to John, would paralyze everybody with strength 2 or greater, and they couldn't block. They'd have to give me the last lost soul. Okay, so that's cool, I guess. The gray defense didn't really feel like it gave much resistance to the offense. Like some of their best blocks, like Entrapping and Nero, they're just like not that good against Nativity. I guess something you have to be careful as the Nativity players for like Naaman plus self-destruction. So the ways I have around that are that Flight into Egypt, Glory of the Lord. And even if they do that, I can do Good Seed, add to battle. And then they have Unsuccessful. But most people are playing Unsuccessful in the reserve, so I could use the Magnificat to try and snipe that, or Three Woes to negate Saul as they try to grid it with that. And I feel like this game would have been closer if a more competent Disciples player was piloting the deck. I feel like I made some lines there, like attacking with Matthew, banded to Peter was bad. And then also, doing all that searching while Sheol was active. But anyways, see you next time.